Today, I am fishing with Futuristic items from Temu. Press this, and that turns it on. There's a fish swimming underneath it. We have ourselves a Robotic swim bait. Oh crap, look at that thing. Oh my God. Oh, we're hooked up. Oh, we're hooked up. Oh, I'm hooked up. I had to charge my bait caster, my fishing lures. That's the price you pay when you're fishing in the future, my friend. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we're out here, and today we're gonna be fishing with some Futuristic items from Temu. So if you guys have never heard of Temu, it is basically an online shopping store and app that you can download that has a ton of items for cheap that are very good quality, and they're actually sponsoring today's video. So I went on to Temu and I was like, hey, the fishing industry is changing. Everything is getting more advanced. Let's see if Temu has some futuristic fishing items, and I found some pretty cool stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead, show you guys what we got here, then we're gonna take it all out onto the pond and see if these futuristic fishing items can catch us more fish. So right here, we have some futuristic items from Temu. I'm excited because not only is there some cool stuff in here, but Temu also hooked you guys up with a discount code. If you guys have never used Temu, all you have to do is go to the link down below in the description and download the app, and then you can use code DNK2438, and that will get you guys a $100 coupon bundle for free. So you actually can take that coupon bundle and purchase some of the same things that I did, or you could buy literally anything. Not only do they have cool fishing stuff, but they have everything. So we're gonna go ahead and crack this bag open, then we're gonna get out onto the pond and try and catch some fish. We have a really nice morning, and I'm pretty excited to toss around some Temu stuff, and especially since this stuff is futuristic. So let's start right here. We have ourselves a lipless crankbait. So you might be saying that looks like a regular lipless crankbait, and it does, but there actually was a charger in there. So last night I went ahead and charged this bad boy up, and this bait right here is supposed to vibrate and light up in the water, which is very cool, very futuristic, and who knows, this thing might just get some crazy bites today. So we have this really nice shad color. I'm very excited to toss this thing around, and you can't beat a lipless crankbait, and especially when it's a robotic lipless crankbait. Then we have another one in a different color. This is kind of like a little striper color, which is pretty cool. It's got a very unique pattern to it, but this one also came with a charger, so it comes with everything inside. And then I charged it up. Very simple. You clamp the little clamps to the metal pieces, and that bad boy turns red, and when it turns off, it's ready to go. So everything is fully charged. We're ready to toss this thing around at some fish, and I'm excited for this. So our lipless crankbaits right here were about $11.48, which is actually really good, because I think an average lipless crankbait's about $7. And with these bad boys, you get some electronic movements and a charger. This right here could be very futuristic. So you guys know we have a lot of electronics in fishing. Well, I found this on Temu. This right here is a fish finder. Check that thing out. A Lucky Fish Finder. So the cool thing about the Lucky Fish Finder right here is this thing was only $38, which is an absolute deal when you're talking some sort of fishing electronic. I mean, you literally can take this thing out with you on the pond. It's very compact. It fits in this tiny little box, and it's gonna show us where the fish are today. All right, next up, another thing I'm very excited about. We have ourselves a Robotic swim bait. Check this thing out. It's multi-jointed. It has a bobber with it, it has a wire with it, and this thing right here is supposed to swim around on its own. So basically, we're gonna tie it up today, put it in the water, and once it touches it, it's supposed to just start swimming all over the place. So, charged it up last night, came with a charger, everything was ready to go, super simple. Clamp it, charge it, has a little light on the inside, and now we're ready to go and catch a big bass on this thing. So, we have 3 electronic lures today, 2 lipless crankbaits, which is one of my favorite baits of all time, and right here we got ourselves a swim bait. So right here we have ourselves an electronic fishing reel with an LED screen. So let me go ahead and show you guys this. It was around $38, and this thing's pretty cool. So last night I went ahead and put some line on this bad boy, but check this thing out. Nice color, nice little bait caster, and then you have that screen right there, which basically is going to tell us some really cool stuff about our fishing line. and our distance today. So I'm excited to toss this thing around and put it on a ride and see what this thing is all about. So as you guys can tell, this thing has a LED screen on the top right here. And it's gonna be really cool to track our line today, like our distance when we cast, our distance when we tie up our robotic swim bait and it starts swimming all around. This thing is supposed to be really cool, and today we're gonna be testing it out. So we have ourselves some Futuristic items from Temu, and for the price, for some electronic fishing items, you cannot beat it. So we're gonna go ahead, take all that stuff out onto the boat, and we're about to put it to the test and see if it can catch us some big fish. So I'm gonna see you guys out there. All right, so we've made it out onto the pond. This bank line has been going crazy with a lot of activity. So I think we're gonna start here, but I wanna show you guys all of our stuff. So we have our lipless crankbait right here, which is supposed to be electronic. It's supposed to vibrate and stuff, which is pretty cool. And it's also pretty cool that you can charge this thing. And the good thing about that is it actually charges through the swivels right here. So there's no like plug that can get damaged by the water. And then right here as well, you have like a little thing up here that you can cover up that charging port. But as you guys can see, it literally has an electronic dial on the front. And all you do is you press this and you hear a little beep and that turns it on. Check that out. That's super cool. And then it basically tracks your line, how far out, how far your casts have been. It does a lot of cool things, and it just looks really cool. And another cool thing is the little tension knob right here. I mean, look at that thing. All right, let's see what we can do here. Let's put this in the water as well. Let's see if that makes any movement. I feel like it would probably activate as soon as it hits the water. Let's see what we're working with. It has a little electronic noise. All right, let's make a cast. Let's see what we can do here. Okay, so we're gonna set our little fishing lure here. I actually don't really know how to operate it, but hey, it's all good. We're gonna figure it out. It actually had instructions, but I'm more of a figure it out kind of guy. All right, let's make a cast. Oh, look at that. It shows you. Oh, that's so cool. Look at that. It shows you how much line you're reeling in. That's actually pretty cool. The fact that that moves in real time and can read that is kind of crazy. Like right there, I'm assuming that's probably 8 yards, something like that. I don't know. I say we start to kind of open this thing up though and see the highest we can get it to. I guess it would just reset, or it keeps adding on to that. Oh, it resets. Dude, that is crazy. That's actually wild. The fact that this little reel and this little digital thing on the top can actually track how far you're casting is pretty crazy. I mean, look at that. It's literally just counting it up. That's actually really cool. Oh, that's actually super sick. I can't believe it can actually do that. That's wild to think about. Look at that. And it's honestly dialed in. It keeps throwing about the same thing. So I think if we keep, you know, messing around with the system, we could probably get a really good cast out of this thing. It's been super easy to set up. Oh yeah, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. That should be a new record of a cast. Don't worry, this baby's gonna count it up and we're about to find out. Oh yeah, that was definitely a new record. We went from 8 all the way to 11. And dude, the really cool thing is it resets every cast. Like that's pretty impressive for a nice little 30, what was it, $36, $38 reel. Let's check out our lipless here. It does have like a little sound to it. After it rattles, it'll keep kind of clacking. That's pretty cool. Like, look at the cast we're making. It doesn't even feel like it's gonna backlash. Like, feels solid. Oh, we're hooked up. Crushed the lipless. That might be a decent fish. Dude, he hammered the robotic lipless. Woo! He crushed that thing. Get up here. Yes. It's almost like the lipless, when the rattles get going and it stops, it kind of continues. It like triggers something that kind of gets there and gets like an extra rattle in it, which is pretty cool. Well, there we go. Got one on the lipless crank. This fish absolutely crushed it, man. I mean, he smacked that thing. Let's get him back, keep tossing the lipless, and see if we can't maybe trigger in another one with that robotic vibration and chirp. Thanks, buddy. 13-foot cast, something like that. I don't know if that's, it says meters. I can't transfer that. I'm not good at math, but you know, if you think about it, this could be very useful if hypothetically you didn't have a fish finder, which we do. We're going to set up here soon. Hypothetically, if you didn't, you could throw like a Texas rig out there, let it sink to the bottom, reel in the line, and kind of get an idea of how deep of the water that you're fishing is, which is kind of cool. So this thing definitely could have its perks. But fishing the pond, I've never really used one of these, so like truthfully, I don't know exactly what this thing is capable of, but I'm sure it is probably very helpful. And I think it's just really cool because it's like next level. Like this thing is futuristic. The crank of the handle, it's sitting there counting how much line you're pulling in, casting out. Like that's pretty impressive. Oh, we're hooked up. It's a decent one. There we go. Dude, and it just cranks them in, baby. Woo! Dude, that lipless has some very sharp hooks. Like, they're sticky. Like, these fish aren't going nowhere. Get up here. There we go. Fish number 2 on the lipless crank. That's what I'm talking about. They're eating it up. Thank you, buddy. All right, let's change it up a bit. Let's tie up this lipless crank, which is a different color. And it's also a robotic lure that's supposed to do some crazy stuff up underneath there. And like I said, these things were super easy to charge, so it's kind of interesting being like, before I go fish tomorrow, I got to charge my lures. Something you never think you'd hear yourself say, and then you do it and you get out here and you're like, you know what, that was actually kind of cool. Like charging a fishing lure to make it do some crazy robotic stuff, that's what I'm all about. I had to charge my bait caster, I had to charge my fishing lures, but that's the price you pay when you're fishing in the future, my friend. You know, you gotta you know, add on that extra stuff to get that extra feature, extra time, put it in, and then, you know, when you get out here, your stuff is just so advanced that it doesn't even matter, and you're just catching fish. All right, let's give her a cast. Oh, we're hooked up. There we go. Back to back on the lipless crank, man. They're eating it up. They are eating it up. Look at this. We're about to reel them in for maybe 13, 14 meters, which is pretty cool. Woo! Let's go. There we go. That was a 14-meter fight. I don't even know what the transfer is of meters and feet, but you know, it's fine. There we go. Another one on the lipless. That's like a little striper color, which is pretty cool. Thanks, bud. This bait caster is solid. I think this might be my favorite thing so far. Like, yeah, the lipless crankbaits are cool and all, but like the bait caster is so dialed in and consistent. And you know, just that electronic. Oh, we're hooked up on a decent one. Oh my God. Just the electronic thing on the top is so cool to me. Dude, that's a decent fish. He hammered that lipless. Absolutely hammered it. Oh, about spit it right at the boat, but this lipless crankbait has the stickiest hooks out of any Temu lure I've thrown. This thing is legit. There we go, another one. That's fish number 3, I think, 4 on the lipless. I don't know, but the lipless is eating them up. Thank you, buddy. Just got smacked, dude. They're all over this lipless crankbait. Oh, I just cast into a school of something. Maybe a school of shad. Dude, it looks like the fish are pretty active today. Like this morning, they're moving around. I'm seeing them chase bait, pop. They're up kind of shallow and out in the middle, so like they're a little bit of everywhere. All right, so obviously we have a bunch of electronic and futuristic fishing items. So I think we try out our fish finder right here. And on this, it's basically portable, and it says that fishing makes life better. And I would agree with that. So I'm already loving this thing. Let's go ahead and see what we can do with this. I'm very interested in this fish finder because it actually looks legit. Like, I actually am excited for this. And check that baby out. Go ahead and peel off our little tab right here. And this thing does require 4 AAA batteries. So we have acquired those. And I'm going to go ahead and load them in right here. And we're just going to see what happens. We're going to see how easy this thing is to set up. It actually comes with instructions, but I was just too lazy to read them. So, dude, look at this. It's adjustable. Huh. They give you a lot of cord. So if you're in deep water, this would be perfect. And then, you know, if you're in shallow, they have that little float on there so you can move it up. But Pretty cool. I'm gonna go ahead and actually just... It's probably not the way you want to do this, but it's the way I'm gonna do it. Is that showing fish? Am I going crazy, or is that actually showing fish right now? I'm casting my fish finder. Okay, I almost lost it that time. Dude, like that depth is actually pretty accurate. I'm pretty sure it's around 6 foot right here. It's showing fish down there. Look at that. Definitely useful if you wanted to check how like deep the water you were fishing was. So can I change it from meters? I'm sure there's a way. Let's just kind of hold it, see what it does. Oh yeah, you can change it. 7.2. There's a fish swimming underneath it. What the heck? Look at that. The fish finder's out there. Oh, I'm hooked up. I'm hooked up. There's fish in the area. This is so funny. Having just the fish finder hanging off the boat. We're over here cranking them on the lipless. That's so funny. There we go. Got ourselves a fish. Thank you, buddy. I think so far I'm most impressed with the bait caster. Like, this thing's actually sick. Like, it's been very consistent. It feels solid. It's nice to cast. It's like very very legit. I'm about to go for another cast. Here goes nothing. All right, you got to get a good, you know, around. Oh, I'm about to chunk it that way. Beautiful. I'm actually kind of digging the stuff we got. I really feel like I'm in the future. Like, whenever I get to the house, you know, you got to plug everything back up and get it ready to go. Like, nothing has yet died. Like, our bait caster hasn't even lost 1 bar of battery, which is impressive. Alrighty, made ourselves a little bit of a move. Let's see if we can't maybe get on some fish over here. Oh, we're hooked up instantly on the lipless, man. They are chewing the lipless crank up today. God, they are smacking this thing. Oh, we just spit it. Woo! It's the first one that spit it all day long, which is kind of impressive because these are some very sticky hooks. Ooh, we're hooked up. There's one. Not a bad one. We're on with the lipless. Dude, the lipless has just been cranking them all day long. We have had no problem catching the fish on the lipless. Come on, buddy. Get up here. Oh, he's doing some flips, doing some jumps. Yep, he's in the boat. Man, the lipless crankbait has just been putting on a show this morning. Thank you, buddy. They've been eating it alive. Our robotic fishing lure right here. I'm excited about this thing. Very interested about the bobber, but I think it'd be pretty cool to see the fish take this thing under. I might not be doing this right. I probably should have read the directions on all this stuff, but I was like, I'll figure it out. Is she moving around? Oh crap, look at that thing. Oh my God. It's actually, look at it swimming. Oh my God, it actually swims. Oh, dude, that's insane. Oh, look at it. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Oh, dude, that's insane. Wish I could see it. I want to see it swim. It swam straight to the bottom that time. Okay, hold on. I think you can actually snap it to the different swivel and it'll do something. Oh, we need to probably get in some deeper water here. Oh! Holy crap! That thing's flying! Oh my God, this is about to be insane. It's like it goes and then it stops. It goes and it stops. It's like a dying bait fish. Holy crap, this is so cool. All right, let's cast it out there and let's do a little bit of weighting here. Oh my gosh, there's a feeding frenzy going on. We got to get this thing over there. All right, now we wait. Now we wait. Now we wait. Come on. Come on. Something please eat it. Something please eat it. That would be so cool to catch one on this. Maybe I can get back up in there. Come on. Oh, one's coming towards it. One's coming towards it. Oh my God, one's coming towards it. Oh my God. Oh my God, I think the bobber just went under. I think the bobber just went under. Oh, it went way over there. Something took it. Oh, one's coming after it. Oh, one just hit it. Oh my gosh, one came after it and hit it. All right, well, as cool as this little rig is, the only problem is I think our battery is starting to die. Weird, because we had like at least 2 fish come after it. I saw them wake up on it, but they just didn't eat it. I don't really know why. Maybe it stopped moving or something. I don't know. We definitely had some opportunity there. They were definitely interested in it. Yeah, I think my 2 favorite items has been the fishing reel, because it's been very consistent. We haven't lost a single bar of battery, and I really like that robotic swim bait. You know, it's just, there ain't no telling how little that battery is to fit inside of that thing. So it might not have the craziest battery life, but it actually lasted surprisingly long. Like, it surprised me that it lasted as long as it did. So I'm pretty impressed with those 2. The fish finder's cool. I feel like if you set it up right and like read the instructions, it could be really good. Well, I mean, I think if we're talking out of everything we got, the most futuristic and helpful items would definitely be that robotic swim bait. I feel like that is just very unique, and it looked, there's a fish, it looked very good. These lipless crankbaits are pretty good too. I mean, they're eating these things up, but like I said, they're nothing crazy like, oh, there's another one with them. They're nothing like the robot swim bait where it actually swims itself. Thanks, buddy. Thank you. But like I was saying, they're cool. They get bites, but they're not like they're swimming on their own. You know, they're just like kind of like a little vibration thing. But the robot swim bait's pretty sick, and I feel like the fishing reel could be helpful if you needed something, you know, to count how far or how deep and stuff like that. Fish finder was portable. I feel like that definitely could have been pretty good if I would have knew how to use it. So right there, we just got done fishing with all of our futuristic and electronic Temu items, and it was a lot of fun. We had some really cool stuff like the bait caster, the robotic swim bait. The fish finder was pretty sick too, and the lipless crankbait was just always catches fish. But it's getting to that time of the year where about 9:30, 10 o'clock, it gets pretty hot and humid, and the fish kind of just turn off. Like, the bite was pretty hot out there for a while, and it definitely slowed down. But it was cool to get out here with these Temu lures. If you guys haven't checked out Temu, or you want to, they are linked down below in the description. You guys can use code DNK2438, and that'll get you guys that $100 free coupon bundle, and you guys can check out some fishing lures for yourself. They have some really cool stuff. My favorites today were the bait caster and the robotic lure, but like I said, they have literally everything on there. It's not just fishing gear, and everything is super budget friendly, and it's pretty high quality. I don't know if you guys can actually hear. Our robot swim bait is currently dying over there, but that thing was sick. It swam around really cool. The bait caster was super cool, casted really well, had the electronic. It was very accurate, and it hadn't even died yet. We didn't lose a single bar of battery, but we had some really cool stuff. Huge shout out to Temu for sponsoring today's video. If you guys want to see more Temu videos, or just any videos in general for the summer, drop a comment down below. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to leave a like, and if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
Stay fishing.